All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is our Wednesday free necklace call. So we do this every Wednesday night on Zoom, and every guest that attends has a chance to win a free necklace just for watching. And I always think this is a great time to ask questions, maybe hear somebody else's questions that you didn't think of. But a little background on me. So I'm Jennifer Keller, and I am a company vice president with Park Lane. I have been with Park Lane now for 2.5 years. I was with another jewelry company previously for 20 years that closed at the end of 2020. And when that happened, I kind of thought, well, now what am I going to do? And so I knew I wanted to stick with jewelry. You know, I already had a jewelry customer base. So I looked at about 3 different jewelry companies, lined them all up. Lined them all up and compared them all, and by far Park Lane was the best. So this has been a beautiful, I call it my beautiful sequel to the first chapter of my jewelry career. So, and as we kind of go through, my goal with this is just to keep this conversational. So if you have any questions, raise your virtual hand, or even just say your question, throw it in the chat or something like that. But I am curious though, because I didn't get a chance to meet everybody before we began. Put a 1 in the chat if you have ever done another direct sales business, or maybe you're currently in a direct sales business. I'm just, because a lot of this will really make sense to you if you have experience, and if you don't, that's fine too. But I'm always just curious. So throw that in the chat and let me know. And then also throw in the chat who invited you to be here tonight. So whether you're watching, live or you're watching the video, we always are curious to know who invited you to come. So throw that in the chat. See, Tony Ann, Sharon invited you. Thank you. And I know Donna also was invited by Sharon. That's because I just know those things. So anyways, when I talk to women about Park Lane, and occasionally now a few men, not very many, but few men, I find that people are looking at this type of business for 3 main reasons. And it's usually they want, income and opportunity, they want freedom and flexibility, or they want purpose and connection. So those are kind of the 3 areas that I'm going to focus on tonight. And if that doesn't hit what you're looking for, let me know, and I'm happy to take this down any path that you want. But when I think about the income and opportunity, there are actually 3 ways to make money in Park Lane. And the first is to sell the jewelry. And you make a 30 to 50% commission on everything you sell. On everything that's full and half price, you make that same commission. And the reason there's a range in that 30 to 50% is because if you have previous direct sales experience, like I know several of you put a 1 in the chat, if you have previous direct sales experience in a leadership position, Park Lane has a program they call Direct Appoint. And they will, based on your previous experience, whether it was yesterday or 20 years ago, they will look at that, and you might have the opportunity to come in at an equivalent level to what you were in your previous company. And so you might start at 35%, 40%, 45%. I love that because, I mentioned I was with our previous company for 20 years. And, honestly, I feel like they broke up with me because I wasn't planning on leaving. So they broke up with me. And then Park Lane said, hey, we recognize that you have 20 years of leadership experience. We're going to bring you in as a company vice president. And it was very validating to me that they recognize that. Now, if you don't have any direct sales experience, that's totally fine. You start at 30%, which is higher than the national average for our type of business. And if you want to get a pay raise, we can help you do that in your first 30 days. And another thing I really appreciate about Park Lane is once you promote, you get that increase in commission, you never lose it. Even if the first person you join drops off and you never hear from her again, you never go backwards. The only place to go is up. And that was not the case in my previous company. And I rode that ladder like this for years, and it was very stressful. So very thankful for that from Park Lane. The second way you can make income is to build a team. That is totally optional. You do not have to do that. I love that part, not only because it provides a second stream of income, but that's where you get to, build relationships, and you have friends that are on your team. Like my 5 best friends, I all met through this business. And even if they never sold another piece of jewelry again in their lifetime, we are great lifelong friends because of this business. So building a team is another way you can make money. And then the third way is that Direct Appoint program. So not only, if you have leadership experience, can you possibly come in at a higher level, but if you know someone who also has that experience or is looking to add another business, because now we have, it used to be you only could do one thing, but now we have many people on our teams that do multiple direct sales businesses at the same time. So if you know someone who has that and you refer her into Park Lane and she joins, you can earn a 2% referral commission on her and her team for the rest of your life. So that's a third way you can make income with Park Lane. And as I'm chatting, if you have any questions, please just throw them in there. So, and then the opportunity. So I'm not going to tell you that this is like a ground floor opportunity, and if you don't sign up tonight, you're going to miss it. And I'm not going to say any of that because that's not true, because I believe the opportunity is always there. But I will tell you, where I live in Southern California, the number of stylists on my team that I can drive to their house is less than 5. So that just tells me what a great opportunity this is for my area. And I would bet the same thing where you live too. So we just don't have that many of us yet. And there's lots of people out there in the world. Now, other opportunities, if you want it, you can earn a Mercedes car bonus with Park Lane at our first level of leadership. Once you earn it, you have to qualify for it every month, but once you earn it, they will give you a $500 cash bonus every month. Now, if you want to actually get the car, which the only requirement is it has to be new and white, then they will give you $700,000, not that much, $700, $700. Just seeing if you guys are paying attention, just seeing. Okay, so $700 a month. And, that's your choice. You can drive the Mercedes, you can just take the cash bonus, totally up to you. You also have the opportunity to earn trips. Park Lane's trips are amazing. I thought I'd been on some good trips, and I have, but when I went on my first trip with Park Lane, I just thought, this is different. I feel spoiled. I feel valued, because it is basically a first-class experience from start to finish. They pay for your airfare. They pay for the hotel. Most of your meals are covered. So since I've been in 2.5 years ago, I've been to Key West, Aruba, Kona, Hawaii. We're going to Cabo next month. We're going to Paris in February, and we're in the process of earning a trip to Dublin, Ireland. I just am beside myself that I get to go to Ireland and someone else is going to pay for it. And I won't be able to say this too much longer because we're in month 2 of a 5-month qualification period. But I can say now that if that is something that appeals to you, you absolutely could earn that Dublin trip with us. There is still time because they do all extra points for new people. So you could jump in there and go to Ireland with us probably next September, I'm thinking. So, those are fun opportunities. You also have the opportunity to earn tons of free jewelry for yourself. You can always have a party open in your name. We all do that all the time. They have programs where you can earn over $1,100 a month. Every month you get to pick it out. And what's fun about that is, in the beginning, all the free jewelry I earned, I added to my display, right? These are the pieces I showed at my parties. These are the pieces I wore. But if you keep this up, you will actually get to a point where you just do not need any more jewelry. I know it's hard to believe, and then what it does is it shifts your mindset and you realize how generous you can be. So I have so much free jewelry right now that I give it away in my VIP group twice a week. I give away to our stylists. I do all kinds of contests, and I just give it because Park Lane blesses us with so much of it. So that's a really fun perk with them. Let me tell you why I think selling jewelry versus selling another product is an opportunity. I think it comes down to that jewelry is visual and jewelry is simple. So visual, you can wear it. I don't think I've left the house today, but if I left the house today, I'm betting someone would compliment my necklace because this is gorgeous. This is our brulee necklace. These are our jasper earrings, which I'm just in love with because they're so lightweight. And a lot of times, that's what we do as women is we compliment each other's accessories. So when someone says, I love your necklace, I could just say thank you, which is polite, but doesn't move my business forward. Or I could say, thank you. I work for a company that gives me a ton of jewelry free. usually that prompts her to say, who do you work for? I sell a line of jewelry called Park Lane. Have you heard of it? No, I haven't. Oh my gosh, their stuff is gorgeous. Let me text you a link to our catalog. Boom, boom, boom. And 99% of the time that conversation happens because she brought it up because she's complimenting my jewelry. So just by wearing jewelry, I have booked parties, I have recruited people, I have sold jewelry off my body 3 times on an airplane. I don't know what it is about flight attendants. They love our jewelry. It's always the flight attendants. So I get excited every time now it's like a challenge. Okay, let's see if I can sell to a flight attendant. So visual is great. And then simple. You don't have to teach someone how to wear it. You don't have to educate them. You don't have to tell them to stop wearing their jewelry and only wear our jewelry. They can mix and match it with any jewelry they have. So it is a very simple product to sell. And then the last opportunity I love is it gives you the opportunity to pay for some of the extras and give you some breathing room. When I started this business 23 years ago, I didn't necessarily need it to pay my bills, but it sure paid for the extras. It paid for the kids' sports, it paid for some of our vacations, it paid for their Christian education, all those things that weren't necessarily needs, but definitely wants that we wanted. And even now, like when I started this business, my daughter was 11 months old, my son wasn't even born yet, and now she's 23, she's getting married in 2 months. And so I've been sitting down with her and my future son-in-law to talk about budgeting and what they can afford. And it's probably the same where you live, but it is very expensive to rent a 1-bedroom in Southern California. Like it should be illegal that it's that much money. So I've been trying with their jobs to figure out what they can help them afford. And I realized that for them, I guess now they're them, for them, that if they had an extra $300 a month from a business like this, that's breathing room. Like that's life-changing. And I think that might not be for you, but I bet you will meet people that this could make a huge difference in their life. Like she's not a jewelry girl, I've talked to her, but something along that line would just give her some breathing room. Okay, any questions on that income opportunity part before I move on? Okay, so let's talk about freedom and flexibility. So the freedom part is you get to decide when you want to do this business. If you just want to work 1 day a week, that's great. Maybe you decide I'm only going to do Facebook parties on Tuesdays. That's great. Do them on Tuesdays. Or maybe you decide I'm going to take the last 2 weeks off in August and go on vacation. That's great. You can work this business around what's already going on in your life. It is totally up to you. You get to decide how you want to work. Do you want to do in-person parties? Do you want to do online parties? Do you want to do a combination? That is totally up to you. It's interesting about COVID because that totally changed our business model, right? So before COVID, I did all my parties in person. And it's like Facebook parties were the fallback, like, well, if we can't get anybody together, I guess we can do a Facebook party. And now it's the other way around, where most of my parties are on Facebook. And most of the girls on our team do this business 100% online. And I love that. Like I did Sharon's party last night. It was great. I did it in my office right here, showed all the jewelry. And then when it was done, I said, thank you girls for coming, turned it off and went downstairs and had dinner. Like there was no cleanup. I didn't have to go anywhere. I don't want to say I didn't have pants on. I did have yoga pants on, just so you know, Sharon. I was not pantless, but you only have to be, you have no idea what I have on right now. No, I'm just kidding. You only have to be dressed up from the waist up. Like it's just very easy to do this business online. And then, if maybe you want to do fundraisers. Park Lane has an amazing fundraiser program where if you do a party for a 501c organization, Park Lane will donate 50% of the sales directly to that organization, and they will pay your commission on the other 50%. So that is a great way to help someone raise money if you're doing it for schools or for health issues or pet organizations. I'm trying to think of the ones I've done. You can do fundraisers and then your VIP group. Typically what we do is like I'll just use Sharon as my example. We did a Facebook party last night in her group. And if she decided to join, we would flip that and make her VIP group be that group. And there's a place where you can kind of create a culture and a community of people that love you, love the jewelry. And are always training on what to do in that VIP group. So that's some of the freedom you have. And then the flexibility. I think 75% of our team stylists work full time, but 100% of the stylists on our team are busy with jobs, kids, parents, travel, and all kinds of other commitments. And what I love about this business is you can work Park Lane around all of that. And many people have told me, oh, I'd love to do this, but I just don't have the time. I just can't add one more thing to my plate. And I will tell you, if you are busy, you are who we want, because busy people are the ones that, get stuff done, really, because you know how to work, efficiently and effectively and all of that. And then I also think that people really overestimate how much time this business has to take. Now, I work this full time. I'm not going to lie. I'm a good, 40 hours a week with this, but that's because this is my full-time job and I choose to make it so. But for other people, like, let's say you decided, I only want to do Facebook shows. I'm going to do this all online. That's great. And you decide Tuesday nights are your nights. A Facebook party, like those of you who were in Sharon's group last night, the live part takes about 30 minutes, start to finish 30 minutes. I don't want it too long. And if you happen to catch me do another party, you will see that I say the same exact thing every time. Like, you do not have to recreate it. Once you know what you're saying, you just repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So about 30 minutes for Facebook Live, probably about 20 minutes-ish on the front end to help the hostess invite people, and about 20 to 30 minutes on the back end to follow up, collect orders, submit the party. So that's about an hour and a half of at the most of your time a week to do a Facebook party. Now, you can also, like, I have a party next week. I have 2 hostesses at the same time. You can put them both in the same group. Because it's online, they don't care. It's more people engaging, more people on the live. It kind of brings the energy up. You can do one presentation, 2 hostesses. That to me is working smarter, because it's not taking any more of your time. Double the income, but keeps the time the same. So that's some of the freedom and flexibility. And then, the purpose and the connection. Maybe you don't need the income from this, but maybe you have a heart for missions, a philanthropic organization, someone in need. I mentioned Park Lane's fundraiser program. We do have some girls on our team that do this primarily to do fundraisers, and that's the only thing they want to do. That's great. We love that. Or maybe you want something for yourself. I mentioned when I got into this business, I didn't necessarily need it for bills. I appreciated that it paid for the extras, but I also got in because I just wanted to see what I could do. I thought, let's just see how this works, because I think a business like this is really a personal development program with a compensation plan attached. And, I love being a wife. I love being a mom. I used to be a CPA, but I really have enjoyed having something for myself. It just feels good. Not to mention, it has increased my confidence, my leadership skills, 100% my fashion style. So it can do a lot for you besides just the income. And then let me talk about the jewelry part too. So, we love the fact that it's jewelry. Park Lane comes out with new jewelry twice a year with big lines. So we just launched our fall collection. They will likely do a holiday collection probably in October. They will do a spring line in January, and then they've done a summer collection too. But every month they're coming out with new jewelry. Almost every week they come out with what we call style drops. And this gets customers very excited. So here's an example of one that came out a couple weeks ago. This is our nautical impression bracelets. We're kind of known for these impression bracelets. And we have several, we call them our impression obsession customers who love these. And with a style drop like this, what Park Lane does is they say, you can get this gorgeous bracelet for $35 with a $40 purchase. And they sell out very quickly. So your repeat customers, they learn because they miss it and they get very sad. So the next time it comes out, they grab it quickly. So, but what I love about it is it's a way for you to just get in front of your customers and say, hey, look at this gorgeous piece that's brand new. And I don't always have it in person. Sometimes it comes out and I just hold my phone up, like, look at this gorgeous bracelet that came out today. Another thing they do is our Sparkle Box subscriptions. So once a month, you can subscribe, your guests can subscribe, and it comes in this fun little box, usually all different colors. And it's $24 for one piece and $39 for two pieces. And it's a surprise every month. And I love it. So today was a perfect example of what I did. I went live in my VIP group. I showed them the Sparkle Box. This is the one for August. So you've got these really cute hoops, white enamel with the crystals. Those are the earrings. And then you got this really pretty necklace. That's two pieces. You can wear it together. You can wear it separate. So you've got the pearls and you've got a green butterfly on the bottom. And then I showed them, and it's so cute. If you already have the bombshell bracelet, look how cute this is with the bracelet. And it was just another reason to get in my VIP group and show them something new. I was not done 10 minutes before someone messaged me and said, I want to subscribe to that. So I just love there's always something new, always something exciting happening. Okay, let's see if I'm missing anything else. I think I've kind of hit it. And one thing too, I just want to, before I wrap this up, I want to brag for a minute about our team. So our team name is Team Sparkle. And when we kind of came together 2.5 years ago, a lot of us, we decided we needed a mission statement for our team. And our mission statement is to empower others to build a business with purpose. And so every decision we make as a team, we try and filter it through that statement. So if it doesn't empower you, if it doesn't build a business, if it doesn't have a purpose, we're not going to do it. And we are working really hard, especially this year, to have we call it our transformational business, not a transactional business. So we're coaching our teams, to build relationships, to not be so quick to just sell a piece of jewelry and be done, but to really kind of cultivate the relationships with our customers and with our hostesses, and, just kind of do that. So it just feels good. So that's kind of something new we've started this year. And I love it too. What's kind of come from that is, I'll see someone who orders a pair of jewelry, orders a pair of earrings, and she'll post in my VIP group a picture of herself in the earrings. And I can see her confidence from that. And I think, I love that I get to be part of that for a pair of earrings that she probably got at 50% off. Like it's a feel good business. So, okay. Any questions on anything before I run through how much it costs? All right, so to get started in Park Lane, there's 3 options. The most popular one is the middle kit, and that is $229, and you get $1,000 in jewelry with that. You can also go bigger. You can spend $439 and get $2,000 in jewelry, or you can kind of dip your toes in, pay $99 and get $500 in jewelry. It does not matter to me which one you do. We are going to train you exactly the same. We have a fabulous onboarding system. We call it our GLAM plan, which means we will meet with you on Zoom. We will get you a launch party done on Facebook. We will help you with your first 3 parties so that you feel confident that you know what you're doing. Like, we never sign people up and ditch them. We're locking arms with you until you want to break away, if you do. So that's what the kits are. And then I just think too, I always say this at this time of the year, that, Park Lane actually runs a pretty even business. Like, I noticed that their sales are pretty much the same all year round. But I always get a little bit excited when we get to August, because I still think the best months of the year is September, October, and November because of the holidays. So I think August is always the perfect time to get started, because you can figure out what you're doing, you can learn it, and then September, October, November, you're ready to go. So, and that's pretty much it. Any questions on any part? No questions? Okay. Well, let me tell you the last things and how you get in the drawing for the necklace. So first, if you are thinking, yes, I think I might like to do this would be fun, or you just want to try it and see if you like it, then your next steps are to go to parklanejewelry.com /join. And that will walk you through how to sign up. How you can pick your kit. You get to pick your jewelry. So they'll send you I think they still send you, or we have a recommendation list that we can get you. So that's if you want to join. And then I'm going to pop in the chat here real quick. Let me grab it. A survey. And the survey is your ticket to win. So grab this, or I'll make sure that you get it. Let me just take a little screenshot of who's here so I don't forget to make sure that you all get it. Of course, I did that and all your names went away. Why did your names go away? Let me try that again. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, so it went away again. I don't know. Okay, we will make sure you get the survey, even if I have to go back and watch this. So when you fill out the survey, they will ask you for a secret word at the end. This is always the hardest part of the night. What am I going to pick for the secret word? So let's go with we're going to go with Hollywood. And the reason I'm saying that is because that's the name of my ring, and that's something I can remember. So Hollywood is the secret word for tonight. Pop that in there, and then I will do the drawing. I always give people a chance to watch the replay. So today's Wednesday, Thursday, I'll do the drawing on Friday. And if we hang up and you're like, oh, I meant to ask her something, just message me, text me, you can find me. So, but thank you very much for joining. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.